So let me explain. This is an exhaust tip. What's going to go on the back of there. Now, I'm going to make 2 of these. This is something I come up with about a year ago. So I had a load of plates made up, which you can see here. All laser cut. So to build it with Rob, sits on top somewhere there. So that's pretty much how it's going to look. To build it with Rob, and I've got the checkered, then we've got the H2, and then checkered again. Now, I'm not going to put anything on the bottom, that won't be seen. So that was a basic idea. So I need to make up 2 of these. I've got plenty of sheet steel back here I can cut up. So that's today's project. That's what we want to build. So I should, yeah, I'll get both sections out of that one shape. Beauty, straight edge. I've got a load of cutting dust in my pot of tea. Oh well. So here I've marked out all my bend lines. That's my cut-off point, and from that side, that's my cut-off point. So each segment is 70mm wide. I'll have 8 in total, which creates that shape. So this is the steel plate bender I bought a couple of months back in order to build this. I've got a bit of an instruction manual there, quick diagram, load of pieces. Let's see if I can put it together right first time. You always have at least one spare part, don't you? I think that turned out pretty well. And that's not bad at all. We'll get it off the machine. We'll weld down that seam, keep it all together. Boom. There we go, all cleaned up, all welds cleaned up, looking good. Now I've just got to cut them to shape. So on the end, if I come back to my template, you can see it's cut at an angle. So I'm going to do the same to those. I've scratched my marks in all the way around. They're my cut lines. That's what I'll be cutting to. There we go. That one's all cut. Nice. Sexy, sexy. That's quite a good angle, I think. So using my parts, I've marked the length of where it needs to be. Now, I'm not cutting it off there. What I'm going to do is cut it back here and then cut triangular slots into these corners and then fold the pieces in on each other to create a smaller diameter to better suit the exhaust pipe I've got. So we've got it all marked out. So these are the triangles I'm cutting out. I'm going to get rid of those. And then these pieces will all fold in to touch each other. And by a bit of trial and error, marking it out on the bench. So this is the piece what will clamp onto the end of my exhaust pipe. So marking it out on bench, I knew the diameter of what I need those bits to fold into. So when they all fold in, that will sit in the centre and they should all touch it perfectly. I'll weld it in place and then I can fix it to the end of my exhaust pipe. We've got all the pieces cut now. Hey, look at that. It's a crown for Rob. Hee hee. No, but seriously. So we're going to start bending all those in to close off that diameter, make it smaller. So that's the basic idea. We fold them all in till they all meet, and then that sits in the middle and gets welded in place. And then you've got 3 adjustable prongs to close on your exhaust pipe. There we go. Now, don't judge me, the welding's not the best, but when you're trying to close up gaps between the steel, it's quite hard. But once it's all sanded down, it'll look mwah. Both end cans are welded up. So I'm going to spend a bit of time now cleaning all these welds up, getting it nice and sexy, make it look absolutely mint. And then we're going to work on putting all these little pieces on. We've cleaned up the welds. I've spot welded that into the end. Now you can see we've got a couple of little bits what just need a little touch up. I'll go around with welder and we've got a little hole just there, and I'm just going to weld all the way around this, then clean it up. That's it, they're all done. Just got to go for paint and powder coat now. I'll powder coat the cans myself, I'll get all the bits painted. My mate Steve down at Sick and Slick will do a fantastic job of that. And I've still got the front grille what needs painting as well, so we'll get that done at the same time. They look good, I'm happy with that. Yeah, sexy. I've picked up the parts from the paint shop this morning. Sick and Slick have done a fantastic job. I've got all my bits here. These couple of bits are for the next project. I'll show you a bit more later. using a bit of low tack tape on the front edge gives me a reference point of where to set my plate to. We can start sticking these on. Yes, I am filming with the phone today. I seem to get a much better quality video with the phone than I do with the GoPro.